Hey guys, so like I was saying, in my last video, I want that video to go viral. Anyways, that's not really what this video is about. Sorry about that. Anyways, I have a new member to the family. Actually, two, but we're letting one of the frogs go because I got two frogs. We're letting the wild one go, which he's not inside right now, but we got one right behind the camera. So I kind of wanted to make a video talking about Pac-Man frogs. You guys probably are wondering, why did I get a Pac-Man frog when I'm a kid and I probably want like something to interact with, but you can't interact with them when they're a little older. I mean, you can hold them once in a while. But for Christmas, I am asking for an Australian white tree frog because they say that they are fun to hold and they actually are pretty interactive. So here is my frog. As you can see, he's in the water. Sorry about that, but his name is Toffee. Let me put him up the top so you guys can actually like see him in the water. Toffee is a Pac-Man frog. He's a baby. I don't really know his age or when he was born. Pac-Man frogs don't move around much, but I want to kind of show you guys some pros and cons about the Pac-Man frog. So the Pac-Man frog, the pros are they're very easy to clean their cages and kind of easy to feed. I mean, crickets do die easy, and I don't really like to feed them, but they do eat, like, not a lot, but they're easy to take care of because you don't really have to touch them and give them that much attention when they're younger, and they're better to get when they're younger. If you guys are wondering why there's a stick sticking out of the top, that is because if in case the crickets fall in, they can crawl out the stick. So basically, he's a male. We're thinking he's a male, but seems to stay in the water a lot. So another pro about this kind of frog is that they don't really need much mulch or like soil inside. One con is that this mulch that I get, it's really like has a horrible smell, and I don't prefer you guys getting one if you want one to hold and play with, or if you don't like frogs, and yeah, don't get one if you don't want to touch. If you don't want to like actual touch it or touch the poop. Let me show you, but it's kind of weird. But if you see that brown stuff, I think it's right over here. As you can see, it's right. I'll zoom in on it. I'm trying to zoom in on it, but I'll just zoom in on it from the bottom. As you can see, that brown little thing, it's kind of big there. That is actually poop, and it's pretty big for a baby. As you can see, there's still some crickets in there just in case he's a little hungry, because we don't know if he's hungry, but we don't think he is. So we're gonna save those for the morning because they're best to feed every other day, but since he's a baby, I want to try feeding him a little more just so he can get a little fat, because he's kind of like light. Okay, when they're a baby, there's not much pros about them, but here's some like cons. That their water does get dirty because they bury themselves a lot. The crickets die easy, and I don't really like feeding them crickets. They need to be spot cleaned, and their mulch needs to be changed like once every week. They need to be cleaned. They need to have a moist enclosure. Need heating pads for the winter when it's too cold in your house. I mean, there is a lot of that if you don't have enough money, which I don't really have that much money because I'm not a rich kid. But I don't get millions of views on my YouTube videos. But I think I'm gonna... What the heck is that swimming around? Wait, there's something swimming around in the water. No, that's just dirt. As you can see, he kind of moves a little bit. Pac-Man frogs aren't the kind of type of frog that move. They're the type of frog that kind of just stay in one spot, jump around here and there. But once they get a little older, they get a tiny bit more active. But it does take a while for frogs to warm up to you, because you can get a wild frog and they can warm up to you in like a week or two or like a month, or you can get a wild frog and they never warm up to you, they just want to get out. Meanwhile, when you're buying a pet when they're a baby, it's best to buy them as a baby because they are more tamed when they're older. They're not really the pet that can be held unless you have sorry, that's my chair I'm sitting on. They need reptile safe gloves that you can hold them with no problem. But I think it's best to kind of hold them with maybe a towel or something. Put them on a towel or just put them on your hand. I mean, the oils can't really get on them if you just put a towel on your hand and then put them on that towel. Sure, they won't really have a problem, but I mean, they'll probably jump a lot. So that's why you kind of want to make sure you're not high up and you want to be low to the ground. These pets can be free-ranged if you want. I mean, it's up to you if you want to let them hop around every other day. Maybe let them hop around once a week just to get that extra, energy and that stuff. But we do feed them live crickets, which are the medium size for him. But when he gets a little bigger, it has to be the larger ones. Which the medium ones are harder. Sure. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. But anyways, they're kind of good. I believe males are easier because they don't pee and poop in the water. Meanwhile, males do. I have one question about this cage. As you can see, this is his whole enclosure. It's not very tall, big, or anything. It's not the nicest, expensive, but it is great for your first pet. This cap stays on pretty well, unless you click that off. It has a nice thing on the top to just drop the crickets down in. And this is just in case you get anything. You put some water maybe, I'm guessing. If you push it down, it comes off. But we don't want to do that because we don't want to take any chances. So back to seeing him. As you can see, I just want to show you, this moss is kind of... I wish you guys could smell it and you would tell me it's disgusting. You would understand. The reason I'm zooming in is they're pretty hard to get on video. They get a little creeped out. If they're sitting at the edge of the cage and you put the camera right up to their face, they're gonna jump away. I could probably import a video. Maybe if you guys follow me on Musical.ly at HannahP2008, also known as Toffee the Frog, because I do post a lot of videos of him. Toffee Tuesdays are the special Tuesdays that I do morning or night routines on YouTube. But actually, I should start wrapping up the video about these. But just everything you need to know before you get one of these is to get them as a baby. That you need to have a bunch of stuff for them, and you need to know that you have to care for them and feed them and do. You guys, I can't go into straight detail because I've only had him for a few hours. But what I know from Pac-Man frogs is I always do my research before I get them. And he has a really unique color. As you can see, you want to get them with cute colors. That's not a reason why you want to have a Pac-Man frog. The reason is because you want something that you can take care of. As you see, he moved under that twig. He does move a little bit, so I'll move to the other side for you, which there's another stool, so I have stools around him so I can make my videos. Here's that little guy. I'm getting a lot of compliments of having a cute frog. As you can see, he's kind of looking what the heck is that? Oh, as you can see, there's a cricket right there, but we don't let him out. I might actually take him out because you don't want them to die and then the frogs getting that toxin in their body and their skin. But yeah, this is kind of a video of Meet My Frog and everything I know about him. But yeah, he's really cute, and his name is Toffee. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you. Bye. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you are new, and my link of my Musical.ly will be down below so you guys can watch some more videos on Toffee.